This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Human error. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
Olá, sejam todos bem-vindos ao meu canal. Hoje o Bloktopia foi oficialmente inaugurada com a presença do Fumão, marcando um novo capítulo na evolução das criptomoedas e realidade virtual. A inauguração incluiu a abertura de espaços como a Casa da Binance, onde os usuários podem aprender mais sobre trade e investimentos nesse universo tecnológico. As perspectivas para a Bloktopia incluem parcerias, expansão de funcionalidades e integração mais profunda com outros projetos do mercado de criptomoedas, blockchain e Web3, visando tornar-se um ponto de referência no metaverso criptográfico global. Bloktopia é um metaverso criptográfico, concebido como um espaço virtual onde a comunidade de criptomoedas pode interagir, aprender, criar e ganhar dinheiro. Inaugurado oficialmente, Bloktopia se destaca por ser a casa das criptomoedas, oferecendo um ambiente imersivo que homenageia o mundo das criptomoedas, especialmente o Bitcoin, através de sua estrutura de 21 andares, uma referência aos 21 milhões de Bitcoin. Estrutura e funcionalidade. Edifício de 21 andares. O Bloktopia é representado por um arranha-céu virtual com 21 níveis, cada um com funções específicas. Este modelo não apenas celebra o Bitcoin, mas também proporciona um espaço onde diferentes atividades podem ocorrer, desde educação financeira até entretenimento. Imersão em realidade virtual. Os usuários, ou Bloktopians, navegam pelo metaverso através de avatares personalizados, explorando desde o primeiro nível, que serve como um hub central com áreas de navegação e assistência, até níveis superiores que podem hospedar eventos, jogos e espaços comerciais. Economia e oportunidades de ganho. Propriedade de imóveis digitais. Os Bloktopians podem comprar e vender propriedades dentro de Bloktopia, que são representadas por NFTs. Esses imóveis podem ser utilizados para gerar renda passiva através de aluguel ou publicidade virtual. Jogos e prêmios. O metaverso permite um modelo de jogue e ganhe, onde os usuários podem participar de jogos e atividades para ganhar criptomoedas BLOK, a criptomoeda nativa de Bloktopia. Além disso, eventos como shows, palestras e competições são realizados, oferecendo recompensas em BLOK. Publicidade em espaços publicitários como a BLOK permitem que empresas e influenciadores de criptomoedas alcancem o público através de anúncios em locais estratégicos do metaverso, como o primeiro andar ou salas de eventos. A CryptoBlock é a moeda virtual nativa do Bloktopia e serve como uma moeda virtual dentro do metaverso, facilitando todas as transações. BLOK é uma criptomoeda multi-chain, atualmente operando em Binance Smart Chain, Polygon e Arbitrum. Junto com isso, o BLOK está listado nas corretoras de cripto de nível 1 e trazendo benefícios benéficos aos detentores, melhorando a acessibilidade, a liquidez e a simplicidade do ecossistema de criptomoedas. Use BLOK para todas as transações dentro do Bloktopia, incluindo NFTs vestíveis digitais, reBLOK e adBLOK. Governe no metaverso. Use seus BLOK para fazer sua voz ser ouvida na participação do Bloktopia DAO e tenha um poder de decidir o futuro do Bloktopia. Invista, bloqueie suas criptomoedas BLOK em staking para apoiar a rede e obter renda passiva. Acesso. Utilize o ativo para participar de eventos ao vivo exclusivos e desbloquear conteúdo exclusivo. Tecnologia e comunidade. Bloktopia utiliza a rede Polygon para oferecer transações mais rápidas e com menor custo, facilitando a interação e as transações dentro do metaverso. Comunidade e colaboração. Com uma visão de ser um hub central para educação e entretenimento em criptomoedas, Bloktopia incentiva a colaboração entre desenvolvedores, investidores e entusiastas, criando um ecossistema onde todos podem contribuir e se beneficiar. Na opinião do nosso canal Leandro Fumão, o Bloktopia tem o potencial de ser um player significativo no futuro do metaverso cripto. O cenário futuro provavelmente será mais colaborativo e diversificado do que dominado por um único projeto. A inovação contínua, a experiência do usuário e a adaptação às necessidades da comunidade serão fatores decisivos para determinar o lugar de Bloktopia no vasto ecossistema do metaverso criptográfico. Isenção de responsabilidade. O canal Leandro Fumão avisa, as informações apresentadas neste vídeo são apenas para fins educacionais e informativos e não devem ser consideradas como aconselhamento de investimento. Estude, antes de tomar qualquer decisão de investimento. Vamos acompanhar juntos essa evolução tecnológica. Sejam todos bem-vindos ao metaverso do Bloktopia.
Greatness. It isn't just about signing your first contract at 14 or becoming the youngest ever to represent your country at a World Cup. It isn't about winning 35 major trophies or scoring 91 goals in a calendar year. And it definitely isn't just about winning a Ballon d'Or or 7. Greatness is not about the success of one. It's about being more. It's about empowering others and inspiring change. Because together, we can do more. Together, we can be more. Greatness.
Here we go. A brand new season, a new defining era. Predictions and discussions, the cheers and the chants, big wins, last minute defeats. Everything means so much more. As we push boundaries, our limits become milestones, and our commitment a stepping stone towards greatness. As the season unfolds, friendships will be tested while strangers from across the world become allies. Every goal, tackle, save, and victory is celebrated as our own. But in this shared journey, we are one. Our passion takes us to places we've never been before. Here, there, everywhere. More than spectators, but key players. Our voices carry weight. In a season like no other, our loyalty is recognized and our passion is rewarded. For it's no longer about what we give, it's about what we get. Be part of something extraordinary. Reward your passion. Here we go. A brand new season, a new defining era. Predictions and discussions, the cheers and the chants. Big wins, last minute defeats. Everything means so much more. As we push boundaries, our limits become milestones, and our commitment a step.
think there are many ways that various community members can help make Chainlink into a more widely adopted and secure standard. If they're technical, they can help us build Chainlink. If they're creators of various DeFi applications that are using Chainlink, they can give us feedback. If there's someone in a bank or in a capital markets role or in asset managers, they can give us feedback and help us improve Chainlink in a technical way. I think there's a lot of non-technical things that community members can do. They can join the Developer Advocates Program. Some of them that are on the way to becoming more technical can join the Developer Experts Program and help developers understand more things through various forms of education. I think we can also greatly benefit from various educational materials for the average consumer, so they understand the value of verifiable applications, they understand the value and importance of decentralized computing, smart contracts, and so on. The community has done a great job in educating various consumers, the industry, DeFi applications, about the importance of security and the unique properties of the Chainlink network and why those properties are better and more secure than other systems that claim to be secure but aren't. So I think that's been very helpful. I think generally an understanding of the complexity that it entails to create secure, reliable systems and the timelines for that, and that our goal is to create truly secure, reliable systems that can process trillions of dollars in transaction value as they already have over the long term. And an understanding that will take time, and maybe even explaining that to other people, that our goal is not just to ship features or just to ship things in the Chainlink community. It is to ship reliable, secure systems that are decentralized and can properly secure value through data, compute, and cross-chain connectivity. And kind of an understanding that the security of the system doesn't get built overnight, that there's various ways to make it clear to people and be positive about the unique properties of the Chainlink system, and that those properties are hard. Hi everyone, good to see you. So generally speaking, Chainlink came out of the DeFi boom, and it helped grow DeFi from a sub $100 million industry to over $1 by providing the critical data and other resources needed. So Chainlink kind of grew out of various mistrust issues by society and the need for oracles and smart contracts to come together and solve those trust issues in the form of DeFi. This has led to Chainlink enabling over $15 trillion in transaction value, which makes it one of the most value processing systems in the entire blockchain industry. Now there's a new component to what Chainlink does, which is basically the ability for real-world assets and next-generation DeFi applications to reinvent the global financial system, which is really crypto and blockchains and smart contracts reaching their full potential. So now what Chainlink has become is the intersection of these three trends: various societal mistrust issues, the use of oracles and smart contracts to solve those issues, and the application of that to the global financial system, allowing blockchain, smart contracts, and oracle.
The Chainlink network offers a solution to the age-old problem: garbage in, garbage out, which means that an application can only produce high-quality results with high-quality data. Chainlink provides decentralized applications with the definitive truth about the external world, so they can trigger reliable, real-world outcomes. You have probably heard how blockchain-based smart contract applications will change the way the world exchanges value and facilitates agreements. But there is a problem. A blockchain security is derived from a decentralized network of independent validators who purposefully limit their connection to the outside world. To securely retrieve data from the outside world, smart contracts require an additional piece of infrastructure known as an oracle. The data that controls smart contracts needs to meet the highest possible standards, because it will directly control billions and eventually trillions of dollars in value. But what if you could leverage the same decentralized computation guarantees used
The global financial fabric is composed of fragmented markets due to regulatory and geographical differences. Until now, there has been no easy way to create and trade digital assets in a legally compliant way. In fact, there is over $800 trillion in world value of assets, yet there is not a unified global marketplace for them. What if we could reimagine financial markets as a unified global network, where deploying assets were as easy as sending an email? What if exchanging financial products was unified, so one could trade equities, commodities, alternative assets, and more, all on the same global platform? AVA is the infrastructure to make this possible by enabling any financial network to plug into one universal platform. Welcome to the Internet of Assets, a global financial network for the issuing and trading of all digital goods. AVA can support such a large universal network because of its unprecedented engine. AVA is built with speed that is only possible with a recent breakthrough in distributed systems, known as avalanche consensus. Current decentralized networks are built on over decade-old consensus protocols that have issues scaling with high performance. But now, there is avalanche consensus. It enables millions of participants to validate while processing thousands of transactions per second, down to sub-second finalization times. It's blazing fast, really fast. AVA pairs this engine with an architecture that can fit the custom needs of unique financial
Alright, so you've just acquired your first Vox, and now you want to go withdraw to MetaMask to play in Avalanche DeFi. First, head to an exchange like OKCoin, then hit withdraw. select a VOX as the currency you want to withdraw, and then make sure the withdrawal network is AVOX C-chain. This will allow you to withdraw right to your MetaMask. Then hit continue. My MetaMask address already populated. You might just need to go up to your MetaMask and copy and then paste it in this field below. Then select the amount and then hit continue.
Welcome back to another Binance video. Everyone's talking about NFTs, and by now, most people have a general idea of what an NFT is. For those who need a quick introduction or a memory refresh, NFT is an abbreviation for non-fungible token. An NFT is a unique, non-interchangeable unit of data stored on a blockchain. At this point, people usually ask, so what? Why does everyone care about NFTs so much? Even though digital art has copyright protections in place, it's relatively easy to copy and pirate digital art. That's where NFTs come in. They create a certificate of authenticity and proof of ownership. We've just covered the basic concept of NFTs. So now let's take a look at some of the use cases for NFTs. This normally helps to illustrate their potential. While the NFT ecosystem is still young, there are many interesting projects to explore, and some are developing die-hard communities and innovating every day. In this video, we'll be looking at some of those projects and 5 different types of NFTs. Number 1, the most popular NFT use case of all, digital art. Non-fungible tokens have helped solve long-standing problems with scarcity in digital art. Think about this. How do you keep digital artwork rare if it can be copied? Anyone can find a picture of the Mona Lisa online, save it or download it, but they can't prove that they own it. Crypto art using NFTs takes this concept and proves digital ownership. So someone can show you with certainty that they own a piece of digital art. NFT artwork worth mentioning is CryptoPunks, which consists of a limited number of small pixelated faces, all with unique features. One of the highest selling CryptoPunks sold for 4,200 Ethereum. Bored Ape Yacht Club is another NFT art project you should be looking at. There are only 10,000 of these NFTs available, each with entirely
How to complete identity verification. What is identity verification? Identity verification, or Know Your Customer (KYC), is designed to protect users' accounts against the misuse of financial accounts, such as fraud, corruption, money laundering, and terrorist financing. Why do I need to complete identity verification? Binance requires users to complete identity verification to increase their account security. You can enjoy a higher limit of your Binance account after verifying. There are 3 levels of verification on Binance: Basic, Intermediate, and Advanced. Basic is the minimum requirement for using Binance services, while Intermediate and Advanced require more information to verify your identity. How to complete identity verification. Log into your Binance account and click User Center Identification. You can change your country by clicking the button. Click Verify Now to start. Enter your personal information. Please make sure that all the information entered is consistent with your ID documents. You won't be able to change it once confirmed. Your account is now verified for Basic. To further increase your limits, click Upgrade to Higher Limits. Next, you will need to upload pictures of your ID documents. Please choose the type of ID and the country your documents were issued. Follow the instructions to upload photos of your document. Your photos should clearly show. For example, if you are using an ID card, you have to take photos of the front
What's up everybody? In this video we're gonna be looking exactly at stop limit order. This is one of 3 order types you can find here on Binance. But before proceeding with this one, I definitely recommend you to get acquainted with market and limit orders. Especially with limit order, because without knowing what is limit order and how it functions, it would be very hard for you to understand stop limit. Okay, and if you want to see another explanation of this issue, click here on this question mark, view more, and here we have a small article from Binance on how to use stop limit function. Very brief, very small and very useful. Okay, let's go for it. Stop limit order basically is more complex limit order. The best way to understand stop limit order is to break it down into 2 different aspects: stop price and limit price. The stop price is just gonna be the price that triggers a limit order, and limit is pretty much standard limit order. What it means is, once your stop price has been reached, your limit order will be immediately placed. So here's the first example on how to cut your losses with the stop limit feature. This is BTC USD pair. And imagine that I want to buy Bitcoin in this small consolidation area, meaning that I think that the price will go up from this point. And not to lose a lot of my position, I will place my stop limit order somewhere below that support level. Let's say my stop price will be 62.55. My stop price 62.55, and my limit price will be even lower than my stop price. It's just to be on the safe side that your limit order will be fully filled. Okay, choose amount of your BTC. I will choose 100%. It shows your total amount in USDT. Click sell BTC, and here we can see small clarification. If the last price drops to or below 62.55 USDT, in order to sell our amount of BTC at a price of 62.50 USDT will be placed. Click place order. Here you can monitor all your open orders. And one thing worth mentioning: if the price goes rapidly down from that point, like it did here, there are still some chances that your limit order might not be fully filled. So you gotta be careful with that, and you better keep an eye on your position in so volatile market. Okay, let's go to another example. This example is how we can catch breakout using stop limit feature. Here we have our resistance level, the price 66.21. It's quite strong, we got rejected from it several times before, here, and here. And it's more likely if we break this resistance level, we're gonna go higher. So if you don't want to miss that opportunity, you can catch that breakout by using stop limit order. But we will place it a bit higher than always, in case it's gonna be false breakout. So let's say I want to place my stop price somewhere around 66.50. I did it already. And my limit price will be even higher than that, at 66.70. Again, choose amount and buy BTC. And again, that means if price ever touches 66.50,
Hello everyone, GM. I'm Nick from the Solana Foundation DevRel team, and welcome to this Solana workshop. Throughout this video and this workshop, we're going to be going over the basics of the Solana blockchain, how it works, and how to actually get started with developing on Solana. We're going to talk about things like the Solana programming model, as well as how to actually interact using JavaScript and TypeScript, how to interact with the blockchain and perform some of the super common actions that you'll actually be doing when you are developing any applications on Solana. So let's get started. A brief overview of the agenda. The first thing we're going to talk about is the Solana network, broad, high-level overview, including the technical advantages and a broad just network overview of how Solana actually works. So at a high level, the two big technical advantages of Solana is you have really fast confirmation times, especially compared to other blockchains, as
Hello, my name is Jacob Creech. I work as Developer Relations at Solana Foundation. Today we're going to expand on the gold tokens that you earned in the previous day of the bootcamp. We're going to do a deep dive working with tokens in general in Solana, learn PDAs in much more detail.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Joe, and I'm going to be continuing our pirate-themed bootcamp. So if you got this far, this is day 4, where we're going to be talking about our swap program. So you can see, here's the mono repo again. I'm sure you've seen it. This is where all of our quests are going to be, and we are going to be doing smuggling, bargaining, and upgrading your shit, right? So in this quest here, we're basically going to be learning about how a decentralized exchange works. So if you take a look at the README in here, you can see that we have, first of all, we have all the stuff that you need that I'm going to go over, right? So hey guys, welcome back to the Pirate Bootcamp. This is going to be day 5. We're going to be talking about arbitrage, right? So we're going to be hanging down here in this efficient port as a profitable port.
Token extensions on Solana are all about optionality and choice. From privacy-preserving technologies like confidential transfers to new compliance frameworks like transfer hooks, it represents the next major step forward for businesses looking to build on blockchain. Token extensions comprise more than a dozen extensions, designed to better meet the needs of developers, enterprises, and financial institutions. Solana is the first network to offer this level of integrated developer and user experience in a single token program on a public network. But what exactly are token extensions? You can think of them as a series of options, features, and capabilities built into the newest iteration of the Solana token program. Token issuers, from game developers to stablecoin issuers, can choose to enable any combination of token extensions, which reduce the amount of work your engineering team has to do, and provide capabilities that weren't
All right, thanks so much for joining us, everybody. I am here with a lot of my colleagues, and my name is Hall. I use they, them pronouns and run our dev marketing here. But I don't want to go too much into me. I want to pass it off to the amazingly talented Austin Federa, our head of strategy, to introduce the panel, and he'll also be
Solana.
Let me ask you a question. Tired of high fees and slow transactions? So are we. Public blockchains have opened the door for anyone with an internet connection to create and access digital markets. The global financial system has the potential to become more innovative, efficient, and democratized. But there's a problem. Legacy blockchains don't scale, and therefore the crypto apps built on top can't either. As usage has increased, so have the fees and transaction wait times, preventing crypto ecosystems from reaching their full potential. Enter Solana. The Solana blockchain is fast, really fast, and it's low cost, with average fees less than a cent per transaction. What's more, Solana empowers developers experiment and deploy apps using composable building blocks, while never dealing with additional friction introduced by sharding or fragmented layer 2 systems. Lastly, Solana is sensitive.
Everybody is wondering, when are we gonna to see the effects of the Bitcoin halving kicking in and having like an impact on the trajectory of Bitcoin price.
So, I mean, you can look at the previous halvings, and anywhere between 4 to 18 months later, you get a new all-time high. The more important thing is that the major economies around the world are going to print even more money between now and, say, the next 18 to 24 months. I think the big event that crypto investors need to follow very closely is the upcoming U.S. presidential election. Not because the U.S. is important just because it's the U.S., but more so it's the global empire, its financial policy influences what the Chinese, the Japanese, the Europeans all do. And so if you have an easing of monetary policy because Janet Yellen, U.S. Treasury Secretary, and Jerome Powell, the Fed president, are doing everything they can to make sure that Joe Biden gets reelected, and that basically means, how do I reduce the cost of government borrowing so that him and his Democratic Party can hand out more goodies to the electorate and get reelected? That's what's going to happen between now and the end of the year. When you control the purse of the government, it's very easy to do so by printing money, borrowing it, and handing it out to people in various forms.
So essentially, you think the American elections are going to be a net positive for the crypto market?
Regardless of who wins. Whoever wins, they're campaigning on, I'm going to give you something that you don't have to pay for. And I'm going to pay for it by borrowing more money. I'm going to pay for it by using the central bank to print money. And that's really what the fight is about. The bull market is still going to continue. Obviously, we've slowed down a bit, and now we're entering the summer, the northern hemispheric summer, where things slow down, volatility declines, and we're going to get a choppy range-bound market. But for those people who have fiat,
we were flying home from Amsterdam. It was Sunday night around 7 o'clock. When we landed, we got off the plane, we went to custom. At that moment, the guy was taking a little bit extra long time to stamp my passport. And as he was doing that, 10 agents surrounded me.
Don't move. Put your hands up. Don't move your hands.
I felt like it was an army. This wasn't your New York police officer here. These were like federal agents. Well, yeah, I said, what's going on? They said,
please come with us.
You're under arrest.
Go over to the baggage claim and get Charlie's bags.
What's going on? Well, he's been arrested. Was arrested at the airport. Charlie Shrem, 24 years old, arrested today. Shrem ran a site that enabled people to transfer money from Bitcoin to cash via his company called BitInstant.
I was on the cover of Bloomberg magazine. I was on the cover of Forbes, on the cover of their Financial Times. I had a big spread of my picture of me throwing gold coins in the air, being called the Bitcoin Prince in Bloomberg Business Week. There were no other people that I had to share the playing field with. I was the only one.
You all know the legendary and wild tale of Charlie Shrem, right? This dude was a real pioneer in the early days of Bitcoin, quickly becoming a Bitcoin millionaire, but ended up behind bars at the ripe age of 24, and then got free and became an investor. Cointelegraph was on this roller coaster from the get-go, tracking every twist and turn. But how did Charlie end up in this mess? Did a fairy swoop in, wave her wand, and grant him his very own Bitcoin empire, only for it all to turn into a pumpkin after midnight? Nah, it's not even close. We got Charlie to spill the beans on something he's never shared before, his untold story. And let me tell you, what we heard was mind-blowing. So get comfy, folks, because this tale is anything but boring.
I'm here, in a small country you've probably never heard of, investigating a problem most people just aren't aware of.
I think we have even most Cape Verdeans outside Cape Verde.
In fact, more of them living abroad than on the islands.
We have more people abroad than here.
But this problem isn't just specific to here. It can also be found here, and in fact all over the world. And this problem could end up being one of the defining use cases for Bitcoin. The problem that I'm getting at is remittances. People living abroad sending money back home. Now, this might not seem like a mind-blowing revelation. That will of course come later. But as I talked to locals, navigated a currency system in shambles, and endured middlemen thievery, I stumbled upon deeper economic issues that plague islands like Cape Verde. And as so often happens, I realized the solution for many of these problems was sitting right in front of me. And it could be applied not only here, but in similar environments around the world. I'm global reporter Joe Hall, bringing you another Cointelegraph documentary.
Welcome to the island of Sal, Cape Verde. Let's see if Bitcoin can fix things here.
Welcome to Sal, one of the 10 small islands that make up the nation of Cape Verde. Cape Verde is roughly the size of the state of Rhode Island, or Liechtenstein for the Europeans, and is situated in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of West Africa. Now, Cape Verde suffers from a common characteristic among small island developing nations. More of its citizens live abroad than at home.
Do you have relatives that live abroad?
Yes, I have a lot of relatives living in Europe, America.
I have a brother that lives in Portugal and some other cousins that live in Europe.
In fact, the International Organization for Migration estimates that there are twice as many Cape Verdeans living overseas than domestically. In the state of Massachusetts alone, there are nearly 70,000 Cape Verdeans. Now that's 3 times the population of Sal, the island that I'm currently on. Knowing this, it will come as no surprise that a whopping 15% of Cape Verde's GDP is from, you guessed it, remittances. Let me put it this way, 15 cents on every dollar of Cape Verde's economy is from work carried out thousands of miles away by relatives living in places like the United States, Europe, Africa and Brazil, where salaries are usually higher and jobs are abundant. To put that in perspective, the world average percentage of GDP for remittances is 5%, 3 times less than that of Cape Verde. But that isn't the main issue. The real problem lies in the process of sending money back home, which is multiplied by the sheer quantity of money being sent home. And that problem is mainly caused by these guys. Let me show you just how bad it is. Because more Cape Verdeans live outside the country than on the islands, that means money is being sent home every day. and money transfers like this guy are everywhere. Cape Verde is one of the most expensive places in the world to send money to. Western Union, on average, charges a fee of roughly 10% of the total amount you send. So if you send home $200, Western Union takes $20. And that's not forgetting the cost of having to drive into town, wait in line, and potentially be told, "Sorry, madam, we've just run out of cash. We've just closed. The machines are buggy today. The money hasn't arrived yet." All common occurrences at banks around the world, and particularly in Cape Verde. And still, everyday people queue up trying to receive money or send their hard-earned cash home. I was dumbfounded by this experience, so I decided to call up a good friend of mine to help better understand the situation. So this is Andre Loja, an entrepreneur who brought Bitcoin to the island of Madeira, some 500 miles north of where I am.
What would happen if he tries to convince the president of Madeira to embrace Bitcoin?
Madeira is another small island developing nation that shares many of the same economic and diaspora concerns as Cape Verde.
A lot more Madeirans live outside of Madeira than in. It's estimated to be 1.2 to 1.4 million Madeirans in Venezuela. As you know, the communists ruling party in Venezuela, for example. So they make the life very, very hard for remittances. So people get creative. There's a lot of black market going on. They buy dollars on the black market. They send it to, countryman banks that they have in Florida, for example, in Miami, that belong to Venezuelan people. And from there, they send it to Portuguese banks. But again, they lose a lot in fees, a lot in exchange. The rates in the black market are horrific. So it's terrible.
The island's official currency is the scudo, but even things in the supermarket are priced in euros. Just look. The island now has effectively 3 different circulating currencies, which means 3 different exchange rates and a whole bunch of other inconveniences. This is an escudo. 2,000 of these are worth roughly 20 of these. In Cape Verde, you can use either of these, and sometimes these, to pay for goods and services. So of these options, which would you choose? Probably these 2, right? And that right there is a problem. It's what many developing nations around the world are currently facing. That means tills often run out of physical change to give customers, or they give back the wrong change or confused change, i.e. a mix of euros and escudos and sometimes dollars. Paying with euros for 850 escudos. So what? Euros and escudos back. Bizarre. Wild, eh? Where in the world does that happen? While finding the right change can be a bit of a nuisance, it actually handicaps commerce. If you attempt to pay for a small ticket item with a €20 or even a €10 note, the cashier might straight up reject the sale. Why? Well, there simply isn't enough cash in the register to give you the correct change. It's a peculiar but pointed situation where having too large a note prices you out of the purchase, while the merchant misses out as well. Like many other smaller currencies around the world, from the Norwegian kroner to the Vietnamese dong to the Tunisian dinar, the value of the scudo is collapsing into the US dollar. That's despite the fact that the scudo is pegged to the euro. And that's pegged, in quotations, because Cape Verde is experiencing higher levels of inflation than the Eurozone. The physical money issues are compounded by the introduction of MasterCard and Visa services. I was surprised to see that in lots of shops and businesses they simply would not accept plastic. Or they would charge upwards of 4% to the customer, not the business, if you elect to pay by card. As a result, credit cards are mostly used by tourists while Cape Verdeans stick to cash. To get a better understanding of this issue, I talked to the first business owner to accept Bitcoin on Cape Verde, Renato Abarci from Ocean Club Cape Verde. Now, Renato is one of the island's business moguls and a respected member of the community. He hopes to roll out Bitcoin acceptance to other parts of the island.
Cartão de crédito cobra até 4%, que é um valor muito relevante. É por isso que muitos comerciantes aqui querem repassar esta percentagem ao cliente que compra, apesar que é vedado por parte da lei. Cuando una empresa quiere utilizar un cartón de crédito para ofrecer un propio servicio, asigna un contrato donde es evidente, evidenciado más veces, que é absolutamente vedado repassar o custo ao cliente. Mas acostumar-se depois aqui é um pouquinho diferente. O Bitcoin supera este problema, é uma grande oportunidade porque elimina qualquer taxa de transação, que aqui poderia ser também ainda mais aproveitado em relação a quanto pode ser aproveitado na Europa.
ATMs are another example of why cash reigns king in Cape Verde. Even if the bank offers an attractive interest rate, the high cost of withdrawing money outweighs the implied savings. Now, ATMs charge as much as 5% to withdraw money, regardless of the card issuer's nationality. Plus, the ATMs regularly run out of cash, and the dispensaries hosted in banks are closed on evenings, weekends, national holidays, and they're only working during working hours. So if you work a 9-to-5 job, you have to take time off to use banking services. As the financial inconveniences, the fees, and the frustration mounted, I got that funny feeling I've experienced in other parts of the developing world. Why should people pay a tax to the likes of Western Union to send their hard-earned money to families back home? Why pay a 4% fee to a corporation like MasterCard to process the payment for a loaf of bread or some fish on an island some 5,000 miles away from the United States? Why be handicapped by a currency when the till runs out of coins? Why put up with soaring inflation? Surely there's a better way of saving, spending, and storing money. And no, I'm not talking about leveraged loans, CDOs, trading, or ETFs, but merely the ability to spend, save, and move money around the world without being taxed for the privilege. As you can probably guess, I was starting to think about Cape Verde and how it could use Bitcoin. Let me break it down. Bitcoin is a uniquely digital form of money that lives on the internet. It has an incredibly low barrier to entry. All you need is a phone, which all Cape Verdeans have, and an internet connection to start sending, saving, and spending money. Fortunately, mobile phone penetration is very high, at over 100% in 2020. Plus, all of Cape Verde's islands have 3 and sometimes 4G internet connectivity, more than enough to use the Bitcoin network. As a remittance tool, Bitcoin's The Lightning Network charges fees of a fraction of a cent to send money around the world. Bitcoin never runs out of cash, and it always gives the correct change, because there is none. You can simply scan or tap an invoice, and if you have enough Bitcoin, you pay it. Simple as that. Moreover, given the low fees on the Lightning Network, using Bitcoin for day-to-day transactions can benefit the business owner and the customer alike. Merchants can sidestep MasterCard's high fees, and they can, if they choose, pass on that saving to the customer. Yes, the price per Bitcoin is incredibly volatile, but it does not debase the way fiat currencies do. Over time, it has gained in value against legacy monies such as the dollar, the euro, and certainly the scudo. What's more, places around the world that have adopted Bitcoin, such as El Salvador and Lugano in Switzerland, have seen an increase in Bitcoin-related visits, investments, as well as business expansion. Cape Verde could certainly do with a similar boost. The Cape Verdeans I spoke to prefer to store their cash at home rather than in financial institutions, so they are already familiar with controlling their own money. And one of Bitcoin's mantras is the idea that you can be your own bank. Nonetheless, as ever, Bitcoin's stumbling block is education and the hurdles posed by transitioning to a fully digital age. In conversation with Mr. Africa, a tour guide on the beach in Sal, I showed him how to download a Bitcoin Lightning Network wallet. I sent him some sats and he was indifferent.
Thanks. Yeah. Or 2,500 sats. Yeah. What do you think?
I've been interested in Bitcoin, but since not working here, I've not had much interest in it, but it's something nice.
In cash economies, there is a cognitive leap between physical cash and digital sats, or satoshis, the smallest amount of a Bitcoin. However, the proverbial penny started to drop as he slowly came around to the idea.
The world is like a small village, digital. So it's like the fastest way of doing transaction, which everybody would like to. I'm not an exception. So I would like to have knowledge about it and also how I can do transaction.
Well. Look who we have here. Charlie Shrem.
What is spot grid? If the general rule of thumb for making profits is to sell high and buy low, then losses generally arise from the following situations. 1. Being influenced by market trends and constantly chasing the rise and fall. 2. Being unable to check the market 24 hours a day and missing key trading opportunities. 3. The price goes up and down only to return to its original point, offering no opportunity to capitalize on any price differences. The emergence of spot grid trading precisely solves these issues. It can automatically buy low and sell high 24/7. It enables intelligent planning and places orders to avoid interference from the market sentiment. As long as the market fluctuates up or down, there will be profits. So what is spot grid? Spot grid is a strategic tool that automates buying low and selling high within a preset price range. How to use spot grid trading? Log into your KuCoin app, click Trading Bot on the home page. Select Spot Grid. Click Next. Select a trading pair. Select either the Auto or Customize mode. If you select the Auto mode, you just need to enter the investment amount and click Create to place the order. If you select the Customize mode, you need to enter the min and max price, grid number, and the total investment amount, then click Create to place the order. Please note, the more grids you include, the more funds you need to invest. When the spot grid bot is executed, the system will open a position at the current price. At the same time, the corresponding buy and sell orders are placed on the grids. When the price drops to the price, the system will execute the buy orders and place above the grid. When the price rises again, the sell order will be executed. A buy order will be placed on the grid below. By buying at a low price and selling at a high price, you can profit in the volatile market. Tips for using KuCoin.
Peer-to-peer trading in crypto allows you to buy and sell cryptocurrencies directly with other users, bypassing centralized exchanges. This decentralized method connects buyers and sellers through a platform, ensuring security and transparency. Imagine you want to buy Bitcoin using your local currency. With KuCoin, P2P, you find a seller offering Bitcoin at an agreed price. Once terms are set, KuCoin holds the Bitcoin in escrow until you complete the payment. After confirmation, the Bitcoin is securely released to your wallet. Here's how P2P trading generally works. First, sign up on a P2P platform like KuCoin P2P and complete the necessary verification for security and compliance. Next, you can post your buy or sell offer or browse existing ones, specifying the amount, price, and preferred payment method. When you find a suitable offer, initiate the trade and communicate directly with the seller to finalize details. KuCoin P2P uses an escrow service to hold the cryptocurrency until payment is confirmed, ensuring a secure transaction. Once the seller confirms receipt, KuCoin releases the crypto to your wallet. Let's explore how to buy Tether USDT with INR on KuCoin P2P. Register and verify your account. Sign up on KuCoin and complete KYC verification. Access KuCoin P2P. Log in, go to Buy Crypto, and select P2P. Find a suitable offer. Choose USDT and INR, compare seller offers, and select one with good feedback. Initiate the trade. Enter the amount and review the seller's terms. Make the payment. Transfer INR to the seller's account and click Paid on KuCoin. Wait for crypto release. KuCoin's escrow holds a USDT until the seller confirms receipt. Complete the trade. USDT is released to your wallet after confirmation. P2P trading offers several benefits. It typically has lower trading fees, as many P2P platforms like KuCoin P2P charge zero fees for takers. P2P platforms also support a wide range of payment methods, far more than traditional exchanges, providing flexibility for users. However, there are some drawbacks to consider. P2P transactions can be slower compared to traditional exchanges, as they rely on the timely actions of the individual users. There are also lower liquidity, meaning fewer buyers and sellers available at any given time, which can lead to wider spreads between buy and sell prices. To navigate P2P trading safely, follow these guidelines. Choose reputable platforms, verify trading partners, use secure payment methods, enable two-factor authentication, 2FA, keep communications on platform, and stay vigilant against offers that seem too good. To these best practices, you can enhance the security and success of your P2P trading activities. Thank you for watching, and happy trading with KuCoin.
Solana versus Ethereum. Which blockchain reigns supreme in 2025? Hey KuCoin, welcome to today's deep dive into Solana and Ethereum, the giants of blockchain technology in 2025. Ethereum processed a whopping 1.3 billion transactions in 2024, with $71 billion in total value locked. Solana, known for its speed, processed 18 billion transactions with $9 billion in TVL. Ethereum is the veteran blockchain trusted for its security and vast ecosystem. Solana, the rising rising star, offering unmatched transaction speed and affordability. Ethereum and Solana are among the leading layer 1 blockchains and DApp ecosystems in the crypto market. While one offers a superior security and a first mover advantage, the other is known for its high throughput and low transaction costs. By the end of this video, you'll know which blockchain suits your needs and how to buy Solana and Ethereum easily on KuCoin. Now, let's get started. Ethereum, the secure blockchain pioneer. Ethereum launched in 2015 as the first blockchain supporting smart contracts. It processes 15 to 30 transactions per second with a block time of 12.12 seconds. In 2022, Ethereum switched to proof of stake, cutting energy use by 99.95%. Gas fees average $1 but can spike to $50 during peak usage. Ethereum leads in decentralized finance, managing $71 billion in total value locked. Key platforms include Uniswap with $4 billion in TVL, MakerDAO with $7 billion, and Aave with $6 billion. Ethereum also dominates NFTs with marketplaces like OpenSea and Artblocks. In 2024, Ethereum ETFs attracted $2.2 billion, boosting liquidity and interest from institutional investors. Ethereum hosts over 5,000 decentralized applications, supports 290 million active addresses, and is the foundation for innovation. Buy Ethereum on KuCoin today to join this thriving network. Solana, the performance and meme coin leader. Solana launched in 2020, quickly earning its reputation as the fastest blockchain. It processes up to 65,000 transactions per second with a block time of
Ladies and gentlemen,
enthusiasts and innovators,
DJs, Maxis,
newbies and crypto OGs,
whether you're joining us from Dubai or Dallas,
Hong Kong or Honolulu,
welcome to CoinMarketCap's
Crypto Awards 2024. Over the past 10 days, we presented our nominees for 8 different crypto awards.
We've analyzed all our data, consulted with our expert committee, and encouraged millions of you to vote.
We're not giving out trophies tonight, we're going one better than the Oscars. All our awards will be minted as NFTs on the blockchain.
A ledger of crypto success that will live forever.
As well as revealing the winners, we have crypto legend Raoul Pal waiting in the wings to give us his expert insights for the year ahead.
As well as Rush Luton, CEO of CoinMarketCap, who will share his learnings from the past 12 months. And what a 12 months it's been.
This was a year where battle scars were won. When your crypto's in red, it's hard to have fun. The FTX crash saw the markets shaken. Trust wavered. Confidence taken. March saw US banks and USDC reel. Tightened regulations. The market's ordeal. After a year in the shadows, the sunlight broke through. ETFs were confirmed, and confidence grew. We all wait and wonder if markets will climb when the bear market's crushed. And it's bull market time.
Now it's time for our first award to the art aficionados,
The Gaming Geeks,
and the pixel profiteers.
It's CoinMarketCap's most innovative NFT and gaming project. And the nominees are Blur.io, a decentralized NFT marketplace and trading platform designed for pros. Party Penguins, a collection of 8,888 irresistibly cute penguin NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain. FanDAO, a trailblazing liquidity protocol for NFTs. Big Time, a promising crypto gaming project on the Ethereum blockchain. Immutable, the leading one-stop shop platform for building Web3 games.
The winner of most innovative NFT gaming project is Pudgy Penguins.
This next category celebrates the Layer 1 builders, Layer 2 scalers, and the cross-chain trailblazers.
Here are the nominees for CoinMarketCap's most innovative L1, L2, and cross-chain projects. Arbitrum, a Layer 2 scaling solution for the Ethereum blockchain. Axela, a scalable cross-chain communication platform. ZK Sync, the team behind ZK Sync Error and ZK Stock, a Layer 2 scaling solution for the Ethereum blockchain. Celestia, representing the transition from monolithic blockchain to the new generation of modular blockchain. Aptos is one of the newer generation L1s that use the Move programming language.
And the winner of most innovative L1, L2 cross-chain project is Celestia.
And now for some data-driven insight into the past 12 months. Please welcome
Alright guys, we're doing it. We've done a few before, but today we're doing it. Welcome to CoinMarketCap Tuesday tutorials, where we make it easy for you to get the most of all the crypto tools out there. My name is Trev, and today I'll be showing you some of the hidden features and all.
Hello and welcome to Explain to Me Like I'm 5, exclusively on CoinMarketCap. I'm your host Jessica Walker, and the concept of this video is pretty simple. We're bringing you simple answers to complex questions with leading industry tech people alongside known public figures from the music, art and sporting fields that you might recognize. And they all have one common interest, and that's to put everyone on the same page when it comes to crypto, DeFi and blockchain potential. So let's take a look at our guest today. First off, we have Kevin Mirko, CEO of CoinMetro Exchange and also a founding board member of the European Crypto Association. Kevin, great to see you today.
Great to see you, Jessica. Nice to be here.
Great to have you too. And we also have Paul Demokotou, I ruined that surname, didn't I? Democritou.
Yes, you got
it. Second time lucky. He did explain it in such a good way before we started as well. Paul Democritou, author and host of the YouTube channel, The Crypto Fact. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. Today is the introduction session and the introduction of cryptocurrencies, the wild world that we are in. And I'm going to start by asking you, Kevin, just to define, and we're going to start with explain to a 5-year-old the word cryptocurrency. I'll give it to you.
Right on. So, currency, dollars, euros, pounds, wherever you live, they're currency, usually paper notes and coins. These things actually lose value over time. So if you've been saving for a bike, like for a year and a half, lots of hard work, selling lots of lemonades at the lemonade stand, whatever you're doing, because that bike was $100 in 2021. And by 2023, when you have that money ready, bike's $130. Kind of stinks. Cryptocurrency, in contrast, is not inflationary, it's deflationary. It actually gains value over time. Meaning you may save that $100 worth of Bitcoin or Ethereum for that bike, and in 2023, you might be able to buy 3 bikes.
You know what, if I was a 5-year-old kid, that is a fantastic incentivization when it comes to that. Paul, I'm going to turn it to you now and see if you can add anything that Kevin hasn't already covered. How would you explain cryptocurrency to someone that is around the age of 5, is just starting to get their pocket money and then looking maybe for an alternative?
So this should be easy because my girlfriend keeps on saying I am 5 or act like a 5-year-old. So essentially, imagine money. Money is what you buy and what you sell with. Yes? Great. Now imagine you can take that money and it's on the internet. It's just like money, but it's on the internet, and you can do anything that you do with real money, but on the internet. That's basically cryptocurrency. It's currency with the word crypto in front. And what it does over time, it gets more valuable. So yes, you can buy some more things in the future, but I know you want to buy some things now. It's fast, it's easy, and it's fun. That's what cryptocurrency is.
Okay, cool. And we focused quite a lot on value there as well, and the incentive of value. So now I'm going to take it a little bit of a notch, and I'm going to ask you about if we have, for example, Bobby was the 5-year-old kid that you've just explained crypto to, and Bobby's mother was listening in, and she actually works a 9-to-5 in a traditional bank, and she's never heard of crypto, and she wants to ask you guys, how is cryptocurrency different from money? And Paul, I'm going to let you start with this one.
Okay. So, as I just explained to your son or daughter, it's cryptocurrency, it's fun, it's great, but listen to this. It's actually deflationary. Over time, it gains in value, but it's an alternate system, an alternate currency that you can use anywhere on the internet, as I explained. Now, it's also not controlling. They can't control you with it. So you're saving money right now. You're working. I know you're working and you're saving money, but this money can be very easily taken away from you. With a click of a button, you could not be getting paid. With cryptocurrency, you are your own bank. No one can stop your bank account. No one can stop you having what you need to have for your son's future, for your daughter's future, for your future, for everybody's future. Cryptocurrency is the future.
Awesome. Kevin, is there anything that you want to add to that?
So Bobby's the 5-year-old. I'm just going to call the mom Samantha because I figure she needs a name. So listen, Samantha, you've been working in a bank for a long time. I come from traditional finance. We all know banks suck. And obviously you working at one, you realize that as well over time. Cryptocurrency and the infrastructure behind it can do anything you can do in traditional finance. It just does it a bit better. It's kind of like taking a 3-wheel car. Banking is like a 3-wheeled car. It moves. It kind of doesn't do corners too fast. Crypto is kind of that 4th wheel. So everything you can do at the bank, you can do better with cryptocurrency. It is deflationary. It's not controlled by one single central bank. And there is a limited supply, which means when you have things like CDs or money market accounts and all these great things that bank clients, you're not going to make 3% a year and lose 5% to inflation. You may actually make 100% a year and lose 0 to inflation.
Awesome. So you added some of the kind of characteristics there of traditional money and applied it onto cryptocurrency. So hopefully Bobby's mum is going to look at maybe getting a little bit more involved now. So now we're going to take it up a little notch, and we're going to go to, you've mentioned Bobby and you've named the mother Samantha, which I love. We're giving these people a little bit more of a story. So now we're going to say the older 10-year-old sister of Jody, and this is Jody's 10-year birthday. And you guys have been invited to the party, nice little barbecue, and you might have forgotten to get her a gift. So what do you have on you? Well, you have your crypto wallet. So you have to explain now to 10-year-old Jody why you're giving her cryptocurrency as a gift, and also why she should make sure that she doesn't lose her whatever you decide to give her, whether it's a private key or whether you have a little bit on a ledger. That's completely up to you to decide during your explanation. And Kevin, I'm going to start with you now, because this is quite a tough one to give an incentive for a 10-year-old. I'm going to get you to take it away.
Okay, so Jody, it is your birthday and you can cry if you want to. And I gotta be honest, I totally forgot to buy you a gift. I was driving here, I thought about it yesterday and the day before and the day before that, and then I just completely forgot, and I got here and I thought, oof, I can't go into this party without a gift. And then I remembered, I always carry around me with best gift I could ever give to anybody. I have this little thing in my wallet and it holds something called Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin, you may not know what it is, and that's fine. We don't even need to explain it to you because it doesn't really matter. What it means is all these gifts you're getting, somebody bought you this really nice Barbie doll, amazing. You love Barbie dolls, that's great. I'm gonna give you something that right now is worth so for the game, but in a few years, it may be worth a house, not just for Barbie, but for you. So you're gonna hold on to this, you're gonna hold on to this digital money, and in a few years, this might not just pay for your college, but it might even be able to buy you a house, a car, and get that little Barbie convertible, but in real life. So here you go, happy birthday. And by the way, anything else anybody gave you, just remember that. Uncle Kevin, that was Uncle Kevin.
Kevin, you had me at Barbie convertible, sold. Amazing, that was great. Paul, I wanted to turn to you now, Paul, and ask if there's anything you want to add, a little twist on Kevin's answer.
La buena vida en esta ciudad, Timmy. Todos son bienvenidos. Estamos solitos completamente en el vagón de metro VIP de Dubai. Esto es Dubai. Hola amigos, en esta ocasión nos encontramos en Dubai. Dubai, bellas tierras.
Definitely make this flight, but we're cutting it close. So far the trip is off to a fairly irresponsible start. And so it begins.
You want the devil's food?
So, I'm flying from New York to Cape Town, South Africa with a 10-hour layover in London. I'm gonna make the best of that layover.
We wish you safe travels to your final destination, and we thank you again for choosing American Airlines.
What if you had zero money, like zero money?
In Dubai?
Yeah.
Good luck.
So, I hope you had a good Christmas and New Year. We're back and we're back in Dubai. Look at the Burj Khalifa behind me. That is one amazing building. This challenge is going to be a 3-day no money challenge, just like the ones before Christmas. Again, no subscriber hell. However, few subscribers have already reached out from posting on like Twitter and Instagram. If you've not got me on that, Simon J. Wills. Honestly, I have got so much to say. I am so excited for this year. There's got to be some way to get free food down here. There's got to be something.
Oh, I've got an idea actually.
Please, please, please work. Please work. Oh my God, it's going the wrong way.
Good, very early morning from London Heathrow. Today, we are flying the world's best and most expensive first class seat as we fly from London to Abu Dhabi. And I don't say best first class seat lightly. We have been working our way up to this flight for years. When you compare all the best first class seats flying through the sky, including the Singapore suites, which are absolutely incredible, the Residence is still in a class all its own. It's technically above first class because first, you need to book a first class ticket and then pay an additional $5,000 to upgrade to the Residence. But
Built by kings and queens to protect and rule their realms, castles had not only to be able to withstand
Muito obrigado por assistir. Até a próxima!